Hi there, everybody. So I know for some of you guys it's gonna be like uh, an eternity since my last upload, but I I do want to apologize for that. I've just had a lot of personal stuff going on, but I did want to come back today to share my thoughts about Chainsaw Man episode 10, which sees uh, Augie basically dealing with the fact that that courtesy of a Himeno's sister, um uh, while Augie is still recovering from the previous battle in the hospital, um he um he re- re- received a letter from Himeno's sister that Jimeno actually meant to give to Augie herself personally. That that and Augie finally realizes that just how bad that Jimeno actually did want to walk away from the devil hunting industry and just take care of Augie, Augie herself and even her dad's personal medical expenses. Um, and uh, and and uh, and Augie also get the visit from um, Tenno and Caruso from last episode, and they basically tell him that since Augie used up too much of his Fox Devil's power, he, the Fox Devil probably won't ever let Augie summon it ever again. So plus because Augie unshielded his sword, he 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 finds out from his overall curse that he has that contract with, that he has exactly 2 more years left to live to try and exterminate the Gun Devil. So Tenno and Caruso but basically tell Augie that he's going to need to forge a new contract with a stronger devil once he gets out of the hospital. Um, and they do also try to get him to retire one more time, but Augie still refuses to. And Augie's part of the episode ends with him attempting to make this new contract with the future devil. But guys, the real stars of the show for this episode are Power and Denji and their new trainer appointed by Magima Kishibe. Guys, and like I said, at as was revealed in last week's episode, all remaining personnel are going to kind of be concentrated into one special division, kind of led by Magama. So while Augie still continues to get over the shock of losing Ameno, dealing with the fact that he's got about 2 years left to try and avenge his family before his life is ended, and and they all basically learn that they're going to be part of this new special division, as it's called, and and to do that, Power and Denji are, specifically Denji, but Power's involved in this as well, are going to need to undergo some special training. So Power sends them, Makima sends them, or takes them back to the graveyard where they meet the number one devil hunter in the entire division, and possibly the number one devil hunter in all the world, Kishibe, who who is basically like a cover version of Piccolo, or think of it this way, guys. Think of if Tagoro or Hiei actually trained Yusuke instead of Genkai, or think of Kishibe as if as a much rougher version of what Piccolo did to Gohan when Gohan's training began. But yeah, basically, guys, before Denji and Power are basically taken to a Kishibe to begin their training and to become Kishibe's ultimate toys that can't break, but more on that in a second. Denji and Power are absolutely hilarious in this episode. But first of all, back to the serious part for just a moment. Denji kind of questions why he doesn't have any tears over Himeno's death, especially because he was so sad and upset when Pochita sacrificed himself to give Denji his heart. But now Denji wonders, damn, am I just that cold of a guy now that when Pochita died, I felt sad. But now as long as I have three meals a day, a manga to read, and a warm bath, why can't I show any emotions? Because Denji says straight up, if Aki died, would I cry? Probably not. I haven't cried over Himeno, and she was the first person that offered to be my friend, and I probably certainly wouldn't cry over Power, but Denji questions his own ability to still have human emotions, even though he's only part devil, and still pretty much a hybrid thanks to Pochita's generous donation. But anyway, guys, while Denji and Power are visiting Aki in his room at the beginning of the episode, they are acting like two complete idiots that they basically fighting over this basket of apples that Aki has in his room, and Power's like, hey, look, I didn't come here to say hi to you. I only came here for the apple. And then Denji's like, you're not getting the apple if I get it first. and so they fight over that. But anyway, guys, back to the training with the Kishibe, and when and when Makima tries to introduce Kishibe to Denji and Power, Kishibe's like, shut up, go away, and you two answer my 3 questions now. And that is, how did you feel what when any teammates died? And then Denji and Power are like, we both didn't feel much, and Power's like, I don't care. And then Kishibe's second question is, do you want revenge? And then and then they're both like, we don't like it, it's too dark. Plus it serves no purpose now. But they're dead now anyway, they're not coming back. And then Kishibe's last question is, which side are they on? The human or devil side? And then Denji and Power are both pretty much like, whatever keeps both of us alive. And then that's when Kishibe says, boy oh boy, you guys are gonna be fun because Kishibe points out that, again, for whatever reason, the Gun Devil is at the Denji's heart, and that boy, you guys are gonna be finally my new favorite toys, because of Denji being merged with Pochita, he's immortal, and Power still being a blood fiend is semi-immortal, and that both of them can be restored to full power and health simply by drinking blood. And then Kishibe proceeds to basically tell Power and Denji his 3 vices, which are booze, women, and hunting devils. But Kishibe doesn't refer to Denji or Power as fiend or app devil, and he's like to me, all you guys are the same, devils. And Kishibe calls himself, like I said a second ago, the strongest devil hunter. So whatever devil, if any devils could finally take me out, it or they would have to be the strongest devil ever, right? And then Kishibe decides to demonstrate just how brutal his training method is by snapping Power and Denji's necks and saying, I'm not letting up on you guys at all until you can defeat me. And so, guys, after being killed and resurrected by the power of Kishibe constantly replenishing their bodies with blood, and Denji dying and losing control of his brain at least 20 times. That's how Power can count, because she gets knocked out unconscious several times. They try and come up with a way to try and make Kishibe think that, Kishibe, yes, think that they're not a bunch of idiots by by actually using their brains to outsmart them. And uh, 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 and it almost works. And Kishibe treats the both of them just like your average hunter and prey. And that the reason by the end of the episode that Kishibe explains to them why they both failed is because A, you should never believe anything that the hunter said that a hunter says to its prey, and you both can never really outsmart me because I've had way more experience than you. And that's how episode 10 ends, guys. So, and unfortunately, guys, that means we are down to 2 more episodes, or possibly 1, if a Chainsaw Man decides to go through that core 1 of Bleach's Thousand Year Blood Wars, going by combining the by combining the last 2 episodes into one one double-length hour season finale, guys. That's what Bleach's first core of the Thousand Year Blood War is doing. But providing that Chainsaw Man doesn't go that route, we have 2 more episodes of Chainsaw Man to go. Have a good one.